Speaker.
Una go so long, no get it.
Are you for announcement?
Honorable members!
Welcome, sir.
Mr. Speaker!
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, I'm on. Yes, I'm on.
What? Thank you.
I say, Pau.
Promotion by grace. It's grace.
Make this thing. Round by
Grace is speaking.
Prayers. Almighty God, without whose help ever is useless, without whose light such is vain, we thine unworthy servants here gathered together in thy name, do most humbly beseech thee to send down thy heavenly wisdom from above, to direct and guide us in all our deliberations, and laying aside all private interests, prejudices, and personal affections, the result of all our counsels may be to the glory of thy blessed name. Amen.
Promotion. Why was the problem? You don't eat enough? You don't eat enough? You don't understand it?
Mr. Speaker, I move that NSO 52 be suspended for the business of the House to commence.
Any second? I so second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The record of votes and proceedings for Thursday, 9th October 2025.
Honorable members, record of votes and proceedings. On the very cover page, it should be 9th October, not 9th August. Do that correction. Pages 1 to 4. Page 5. Page 6. Page 7. Page 8. Page 9. Ten. 11. And 12. And remember, please move.
So,
And remember, please move. What is wrong with your mic?
I so, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder?
I so second, Mr. Speaker.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The record of votes and proceedings for Thursday, 9th October 2025 has been adopted. Announcements by Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, I am to announce to you this morning, of course I know you already know, but let me formally do so in these chambers. I wish to inform you that we have a new clerk of parliament, substantive clerk of parliament. He is Mr. Kamokoche. Mr. Kamokoche had been a staff of this parliament. He rose up to the rank of Director of Legislative Affairs. Of course, he became clerk to several committees. He left briefly for an assignment at the executive branch of government. He was at State House, taking care particularly of the president's bidding. But I told the president personally that I wanted him to be back because I wanted some able hands in the office of the clerk. So he's here and he's going to be of huge service to this parliament. And he's going to be of huge service because he knows his way around. He's not a novice that will come that we will need to show parliament to. He already knows everything about parliament. And some of those concerns you raise with me, I will urge you to raise with him. Because he should be taking care of some of these concerns that you bring to my notice. You reach out to him so that I have less time to deal with certain matters and concentrate on parliamentary affairs. I have informed him particularly that I want him to sit in this way always when parliament sits. Because if I sit, the leaders sit, there is no reason why the clerk cannot sit. He has to be here because he is the principal advisor not only to Mr. Speaker but to the House. So sometimes we want to throw things around to ask him certain questions or to give certain directives. So the clerk has to be there. Even when we pass laws, we want him to take note. So that when the finished product of the bill is with him for the president's assent, he knows exactly the arguments. He knows exactly what went around, the arguments here and there of certain clauses, the amendments. So I told him that he has to sit each time we are here, so that he is directly in the face of matters in this particular way. So thank you very much, Mr. Kamoke Conte, for coming to the well. And I want to take this opportunity on behalf of Parliament to congratulate you on your appointment as a clerk of this House. I know you are going to help a lot with several issues, and we will urge you to speed up directives, particularly to the executive. You do not only know your way around in Parliament, you also know your way around in the executive branch. So we will not have problems with getting ministers to come or getting ministers to respect the directives of this House of Parliament. Thank you very much, Mr. Kamoke Conte.
Thank you, sir.
At this stage also, honorable members, I wish to recognize the diligence of the members of Parliament that were here in this well before I came in. Albeit I came in slightly late because of some matters that I needed to deal with before coming. But at this stage, I wish to inform members of Parliament that the following members of Parliament were here before I came. Starting with Honorable Alpha FM Jabi. Please give them their hands. Give them hands, please. Give them hands. Honorable Alpha FM Jabi, Honorable Ibrahim Kaba. Honorable Alhaji Yusuf Makeri, Honorable Musa Fofana, Honorable Kombakwi, Honorable Alpha Ben Mansare, Honorable Alhaji Kekura Sibandi, Honorable Fatmata Sarah Sukune, Honorable Nenelebi, Honorable Marie Kamara, Honorable Hawa Conte, Honorable Beatrice Maya Kambai, Honorable Mariama Elagoba, Honorable Idris Sahid Kamara, Honorable Ambrose M. Levy, Honorable Brahma Mansari. Where is he?
Yes.
Honorable Amnata Suse. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, stand up to be recognized. And Mr. Cameraman, focus on the MPs that are normally here. Honorable Falatekwe, Honorable Daniel A. Bangura, Daniel A. Bangura, yes. Honorable Alex M. Rogers, Honorable P.C. Paul N. Sakwi V. Thank you. Honorable Emilia Lolo Tungi. Thank you. Honorable Memuna Tujalo. Thank you. Honorable Tamba Kelly. Thank you very much. Honorable Lucinda F. Kelly. Lucinda Kelly. Yes, thank you. Honorable Aruna Pape Lako, Honorable Abdullah A. Kamara, thank you. Honorable Edwin Moses A, thank you. Honorable Alusain Bash Kamara, Honorable Mohammed A. Jallo, thank you. Honorable Mahmoud Kamara, thank you. Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara, Honorable Mohammed Conte, Honorable Amara M. Kabo. Is it Amara M. Kabo? Yes, Honorable, thank you. Honorable Jibrila S. Mojoy, thank you. Honorable Daniel Fona, yes, thank you. Honorable Musa Lai, thank you.
Present.
Honorable Bokari Momo. Honorable Alhaji Habib Kefa Faba. Honorable Bashiru Sileke. Yes, that's the leader. Honorable Daniel B. Kroma. For information, they call Honorable Bashiru Sileke the speaker's man. Honorable Mariama Bangura. Yes, thank you. Honorable Boston Munda. Yes, thank you. Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara, the opposition whip. Yes, please. Yeah, thank you. Honorable PC Haja Bintu FK Kajoy. Where is she? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, honorable members, for your diligence. And immediately after sitting, no, not immediately, at 3 p.m., we have the first meeting of the Committee on Selection. Leaders, I think you are all members of that committee. Leaders, at 3 p.m. prompt, in the Speaker's Conference Room, we have the first meeting of the Committee on Selection, and I will urge you to come prepared. Thank you very much. We proceed.
Motion of thanks to His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Madabio. Proposer, Honorable Bashiru Siliki. Seconder, Honorable Abdul Kabo.
Wow, give me the.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Unfortunately, the Honorable Abdul is unavoidably absent. So I want to move that to amend the seconder to the Red Honorable Daniel Kuruma. That's all.
Any seconder?
I so said no.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Motion for the amendments of the other paper moved by the acting leader of government business has been carried.
Leaders on both sides of the aisle, give me 4 names each. 4 from either side. 4 from this side and 4 from this side. And we'll have to agree on the timing. This house, of course, I don't want to rule on that. So let's agree. The 2 leaders approach me.
Talk for you.
Guess who all due respect, I don't want to be part of money. So, no, I'm not going to expect you because you need for advisor. Now, elect that dynamic party. Elect that dynamic party. Ask her. Everyone to go organize the room. From a daddy advisor, everyone to go organize the room. The pie room. Ask her. Ask her. Hey, get on that. Ask them about the room where a daddy left. Where they go put organize, you know. Ask her. Wait, that lie?
Answer this question.
Hey, no, leader, you disappoint me.
Not to allow you now.
You dey disappoint. No, what a debate. Now I'm going to know whether I read Akaba or not. Because after the debate, they had a calculator. I said, Subhanallah, leader, forget. After the debate. Everybody takes time. So, Honorable Latif, with all due respect, if I'm going to give chance to leader, let me in. Leader me picking. Leader me picking. You know that name. Leader me picking.
You okay? You don't okay?
Acting leader. Okasi.
You don't look bad. You are safe for this. I do why you.
Honorable members, we have 5 from either side instead of 4. Tomorrow, we have 10 from either side. So if you know you are interested, meet your leaders and make sure your names are indicated. On Wednesday, maybe we'll have more on Wednesday. Thank you very much, honorable members.
The power we don't grab any question. One thing I see that deputy leader. One thing is that. Acting leader.
Motion of thanks to His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Madabio. Proposer, Honorable Bashir Musileke. Seconder, Honorable Daniel Biko Oma. First, Alotted.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, be it resolved that we, members of Parliament here assembled, wish to thank His Excellency the President for the address he so graciously delivered on the occasion of the status of the 3rd session of the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic of Sierra Leone in the Chamber of Parliament on Thursday, 7 August 2025. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as representatives of the people, inclusive of His Excellency the President, who doubles as our head, he has given us his achievements, his challenges in the last 1 year, and what he intends to do in the next year to come. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as we go into the debate, I want to remind all of us that we have voted out, who we have voted in as members of Parliament and the presidency, and whatever achievements that is done by His Excellency the President and this government is an achievement to all of us in this world. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in this world, we don't talk APC nor SLP. We speak as members of Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone. When we come and subscribe to the oath, we subscribe as members of Parliament representing the people of Sierra Leone. So whatever achievements, whatever challenges, we are part of the achievements and we are part of the challenges. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, there had been no law or no policy that have been implemented by His Excellency the President or by this government that have not been endorsed by this Parliament. We, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, have endorsed not just the budget that His Excellency and his team have been expending. We have also approved all laws and created all offices that will aid in the dispense of the executive and government holistically. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, so as we look at the statement of His Excellency, we should be able to factor ourselves, believing that we are part of the success, and whatever challenges, we are part of those challenges. Mr. Speaker, as members of Parliament, we are not just here to praise His Excellency the President. We are not just here to criticize His Excellency the President. We are here to do due diligence, making sure where successes are, we highlight, where challenges are, we highlight, and proffer solution. Our business is not just to criticize, but to critique these documents and critique government, and making sure in critiquing we also provide solution. Because, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I have listened to members of Parliament. We are always criticized, forgetting that we are part of this government. Whatever successes this government achieve, we are part of it. Whatever failure or challenges this government will cure, we are part of it. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I have always said and I will continue to say, when government exists and Parliament, which is part of government, our business is to support. Because at the end of the day, even if you are at the head, you will survive, you will survive taking into cognizance what you achieved by your predecessors. If you allow and you want to critique and you want to undermine your predecessor and eventually you are there, even to start will be difficult. And that is what we have been rolling out always. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we all knew that when we took over in 2018, it was a public secret that government that we took over did not do well. Today, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if we talk about energy, for instance, we inherited energy at 16%. Today, we are at 36%. Not just as a government, collectively in this Parliament, the APC, the SLPP, the paramount chief members of Parliament, all of us, we are part of that success. 36% is not enough. At this moment, Mr. Speaker, other countries are boasting about 60 or more %. What is the process? If the foundation have been laid before now, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we should be building on those foundations. But because the foundations were not built, and Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we should be sincere and nationalistic. We are laying the foundation. And we are laying the foundation so that governments after us will build and develop on those foundations. Mr. Speaker, have we made electricity at 40% and above? We should be boasting of 60 or more percent now. But because we made at 16% and we got independence in 1961 and we took over in 2018 and we inherit electricity at 16%, Mr. Speaker.
Very bad.
So because of those foundations that we inherited, weak foundation, we want to strengthen the foundation. We will definitely, as a government, we will not at the end of our 5 years or 10 years, we will be able to achieve everything. But in this parliament, collectively, let us see ourselves as part of government. The SLPP, the APC, the paramountries, let us be part of the success. So we are building the foundation. Today, as we speak, Mr. Speaker, the electricity generation and distribution is at 36%. We are praying with the support of this House that before the end of 2028, we'll be able to push that number to 50, 70 or more percent. Mr. Speaker, as we are going into the debate, I want to advise honorable members that when you go to your constituencies, the questions that are put to you as opposition are the same questions that are put to us. Our constituents don't want to know. What they want to know, Mr. Speaker, what they want to see are good roads. What they want to see are electricity. What they want to see is health care. Mr. Speaker, they will not ask me different questions in Bo, and they ask our MP in Kambia different questions. They are voting us out in Bo and in Keneba for the same reasons they are voting us, our colleagues, in Kambia and in Poloko. Same reasons, Mr. Speaker. Even if you say you are in opposition, people are tired of saying, I'm in opposition. We are in governance. They voted all of us. So, Mr. Speaker, as we go into the debates, let us realize, let us bear in mind that we are members of parliament, and the same measures that we will use to analyze and critique this government will be the same measure that your constituents will use to analyze and critique you. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in terms of education, Mr. Speaker, it was our flagship program. I want to thank His Excellency the President. Because, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, education should be the bedrock of the development of any nation. Mr. Speaker, it is a huge and bold step for any president to say, I am going to prioritize education. Mr. Speaker, that is the only sector that you will not have kickback. Mr. Speaker, that is the only sector that the success, it's a long timely. It's not like, for instance, in infrastructure roads, I award the contract, I had my 10% kickback, I take home, and the road is being constructed 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, we have to reconstruct. It is only a visionary president, that will say the development of the state depends on education. Mr. Speaker, the president committed 22% of its GDP to education. Mr. Speaker, that's vision. He should have said, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am committing it to road sector, where each contractor I give contract to, I'll have my 10%. He said, I am going to commit it to education. For us to realize the benefits of education as a process. Even us, as parents, we pay school fees from pre-primary school to primary school, we don't enjoy benefits, to JSS, we don't enjoy benefits, to SSS, we don't enjoy benefits, to university. It is only when the child, our children, complete university that we now begin to imagine that we are going to get the benefits. That's a long process, Mr. Speaker. It is only a courageous person that will say, I am going to concentrate on education. We are all parents. All of us are paying school fees. It is only vision. It is only with vision that we are paying school fees. Because at the end of the day, Mr. Speaker, the benefits we get from paying school fees, those benefits will come after 20 years. They will not come soon. That shows our president is a parent. He has said, I am going to concentrate, I am going to commit my priority to education. It's a visionary president. Mr. Speaker, I have had a lot of critics around education. Mr. Speaker, listening to people who criticize education, I don't see where the nationalism is. Mr. Speaker, education is a process. So what we have achieved, Mr. Speaker, is enrollment. For us to achieve quality education, that one is rested with the government, with the schools, and us, the parents. Mr. Speaker, you hear politicians say, oh, there's no quality education, there's no quality education. Where are we as parents? Where are we? What are we doing? Are we supporting government? Mr. Speaker, we support our children to even bribe. Mr. Speaker, we buy linkages. We bribe teachers. We allow our pupils, rather than to study, to go to nightclubs. Go to nightclubs, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, what we do as a government is to pay school fees, make sure we pay teachers, create a conducive atmosphere. The rest of the order to achieve quality education is rested with us as parents.
So true.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today you'll see school pupils, instead of begging for pamphlets, they are begging for phones. All of them are using Android phones. Go to their houses. They will be on their Android phones on social media for the rest of the day, throughout the night. And you expect them to perform magic. And you create an impression as if government is not working towards quality education. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, to the parents, the fact that government is pushing for the future, these children are our future. Mr. Speaker, these are our future. If you don't train them well, if you don't encourage them to study, if you don't encourage them to seek exams judiciously, if you don't encourage them to participate in school activities, if they fail, they'll be failing government, but they'll be failing yourselves as parents, and they'll be failing themselves. Mr. Speaker, the level of dropouts is in the increase. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we have committed, a visionary president have committed 22% of its GDP. But I appeal to all of us in this way. We are all parents. Opposition, ruling party, our paramount chiefs. Let us support His Excellency the President. Had this president not been a visionary president, he should have prioritized other areas where he would enjoy kickback. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, all of us, it is a public secret in this world that government is constrained in other areas of expenditure. Because the bulk of the money that we generate goes into education. Why do we politicize the educational sector? Mr. Speaker, of late, you've noticed people that are graduates and masters, they cannot even write simple reports. What are we doing? All of us, it is our responsibility, rather than politicizing it. Because, Mr. Speaker, when you politicize it, and you are fortunate to be at the end, these are the people you work with. Mr. Speaker, go to the health sector. We have done well. Let us join hands. So as we are debating, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let us debate as nationalists. Let us debate bearing in mind Sierra Leone. Today we are here. Before us, others we are here. After us, people will come. But during our own days, are we just opposing? What are we contributing? What solutions are we providing? Mr. Speaker, we are waiting for the solutions. On this side, Mr. Speaker, let us debate, thinking, bearing in mind we are Sierra Leoneans. On the other part, let us also debate, bearing in mind you want to succeed one day and you want to succeed on a very strong foundation. Whether you succeed and you succeed on a very weak foundation, that will even be the beginning of your end of your success. But if you succeed on a strong foundation, it will be the development of this nation. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in terms of infrastructure, it's a public secret that we are committing, we are connecting communities, we are connecting districts, we are connecting regions. We have seen the bridges that have been built. We have seen the road infrastructure. They are not enough. I agree perfectly. No one person can stand and say we have achieved it all. Governance is pursuit. We are building on what we inherited. Though what we inherited is weak, we are building on it so that future government will inherit a very strong system. We are building on them. Nobody will say, oh, ever since we got independence, it is only these 6 years of government of President Bill that things have gone worse. No. Have we made them good? We should be better. But because we made them worse, now we are trying to make it better and good. Governments before us, presidents before us, have been prioritizing things that are political. But this government, this president, is prioritizing the vision, the development, the future of this republic. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we have built health PHUs all over. We have built referral centers. Go to the Connaught Hospital. Today, hospitals are emerging. Let us build on those so that future governments will benefit from this strong foundation. Mr. Speaker, what worries me is to realize that this is only now, since 1961, we are now only building the foundation. Other countries are far past us. So true. So true. Other countries are far past us, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me remind you, I have been here, I have been long here before some of you. Mr. Speaker, today, in 2018, we said we inherited 16%. While others like Ghana and other sub-countries around, they are far moving. We inherited 16%. From 1961 to 2018, electricity was 16%. Yes. And from 2018 to 2025, we are now 36%, which means we are more than 50%, we are more than 100% of what we have generated from independence to 2018. What we have generated in 6 years is more than 100% of what was generated for the period of independence to 1960. So if you give us more time, Mr. Speaker, we will assure you, in less than, if you give us 2028 to 2032, we'll be able to reach electricity to 80%.
Because Mr. Speaker, if we can raise it up in 6 years from where we met it, at 16% in 6 years, we raise it up to 36. Give us another 10 years. We will be at 70. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today.
This patriot also.
Mr. Speaker, today. I will be wrapping up the debate. This is just to whet your appetite. To whet your appetite. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today when you travel from Ishaka to Bo, when you travel from Ishaka to Makeni, it's full of potholes. I agree with you. When you travel from Makeni to Kabbalah, the honorable from Falaba said it's full of potholes. I agree, these are death traps. Mr. Speaker, this has exonerated His Excellency the President. Mr. Speaker, when we were in this parliament, we told them these are cosmetic goods. Mr. Speaker, so when I hear the opposition crying about these roads, I now feel exonerated. It shows they have proved us right. Mr. Speaker, when they were doing these roads, I could remember it was under the former president that we constructed the Makeni Kabbalah Road. Yes, we were there. I went for oversight. Mr. Speaker, let me remind you, honorable members, the honorable Kobo led our oversight, and this road should last minimum 25 years before complete overlay. 25 years. Today they have left governors barely 6-7 years, and they are crying that these roads are not motorable. Bad work. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the road from Maishaka to Bo was constructed under an Kuruma, His Excellency former president. Mr. Speaker, we said it in this way that these are cosmetic goods. Today, when I hear my brothers on TV and the radio crying of these roads, I feel exonerated. And I want to praise God. He said it. I said we said it. Today you cannot go to Kabbalah and you cry. These are what we inherited from your government. We cannot go to Mo, we cry. This is what we said. Dr. Wilkins, you know, Mr. Speaker.
The dearest in the world.
Mr. Speaker, let me remind you, honorable members, you were not here. The road from Congo Cross to Wilkins Road was the most expensive. That was the reason why the two leaders of the institutions, the Minister Petito and Munda, were sacked. They inflated. They created so much variation that the president said, SO2, they want to kill this country. They created so much variation. Everybody shouted variation, and the president said, you will not put it on now too. They were sacked on the same day, the two of them. Mr. Speaker, this is less than 6 years. Go to Wilkins Road. Go to Wilkins Road. So, Mr. Speaker, the reason why I brought it up is when government fail. When government fail, it is our failure. It is our failure, all of us collectively. We were on that side, we said it. When we were on that side, we said it. They criticized it. Today they are there. So we on this side, when they criticize, let us take it very seriously. When they critique, on that side, we critique, they did not take it seriously. I want to assure you that when you critique, we'll take it seriously. What you should not do is to criticize. What you should do is to critique. So if you critique, we'll take it seriously. But if you criticize because of politics, they will definitely react. Yes. Yes. And at the end of the day, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, all of us on this side and on that side will be voted us using the same means, the same measures. That the same measure they used to vote us out will be the same measures they will use to vote you out. Because the people know they voted for all of us. No excuse. We are all on the same ballot paper. We campaign on the same messages.
No, not on the same.
So, as we are moving into the debate, I want to encourage all of us, honorable members. Today, last week, Mr. Speaker, we have approved funding for Tom Barry Kamakwe Road. So nothing is expected from the cardinal MPs but to praise His Excellency the President.
Please, when you have to when you are
Mr. Speaker, as we have started the debate, I want to remind us on this side. Let us go back and look at the last 3 speeches of the former president and Mike Obama. Look at the last 3 speeches and compare the things, the promises he made to us as a state and where we are. Are those promises been achieved?
No way.
We will not be where we are today, honorable members. So as we are moving, my message to you, the debaters. My message to you is to remind you that your people did not vote for you to come and criticize. At all. True. Your people voted for you to be part of government, to make laws that will change their lives. Excuses in the name of opposition is not tolerated. In this parliament, Mr. Speaker, we are paid the same amount of salary. Indeed. We are given the same amount of facilitation. In this parliament, we are given the same amount of city allowance. It's not because they are opposition we are ruling, no, we are the same. Of course, we are the same. We are the same. We do oversight. We are in the same committee. The oversight we do them the same. There is no segregation. We are all members of parliament. So when they go and lie to the people as if, oh, SLPP now we. Mr. Speaker, I'm on here. We are them. In fact, we have paid them their backlog. Mr. Speaker, that is to tell you how magnanimous His Excellency the President. Yes. That is to tell you they have fulfilled the criteria of a full-time MPs. Nobody don't tell us they don't pay them. They don't pay them. They don't like all what we have achieved from government on this fully side is what they have achieved on that side. So we are all the same. So as you are debating, let us debate as government officials. Yes. Let us debate as government officials. There is no way anybody is going to hide under opposition. No way. No way. We are in this together. It is either we succeed together or we fail together. In fact, we will not pass law in this parliament if we don't inform them. We will not even start cities if they are not here.
Yes, we consult each other.
So, I am appealing to you. Our people will not accept excuses. You will not come here with lies. What we say here, we are collectively responsible. That is why the president is the head of this parliament, is part of us. So let us debate this document as if this document is our property. This is the statement of our boss, who happens to be the head of this parliament. Thank you very much, and let me remind you, the same way you critique this document, the same way you criticize this document will be the same way your constituent will criticize and will critique you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Leader of Government Business. Any seconder?
Yeah, it's so
There's an amendment already. No. Is now the seconder?
Yeah, no.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Speaker?
Yes.
Yes, I know. I know there was an amendment before the leader came.
Yes.
You know, so, but he is now here.
No,
We are master of the rules.
Can you move?
Yes, I move that amendment. I withdraw that motion and move that the leader seconds the motion. So that was the original intention. He spoke with me.
Can you tell this house the reason so that it's recorded?
Mr. Speaker, the reason, no sooner you came in. No sooner you came in.
Just tell the house you decided to second in his absence.
In his absence.
But now he's here.
Now he's here.
Let that be recorded.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Any second
now
all those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Motion
Yes.
by Honorable Daniel has been carried.
Yes, leader.
Yeah, firstly, let me express my profound thanks and appreciation to my deputy for acceding the opportunity to me. Mr. Speaker, firstly, let us have a realistic analysis of the essence of proposing and seconding the debate for the motion of thanks to His Excellency the President. Of course, we have a slot to debate. We will be rounding up the debate. But the essence specifically is not for us to debate at this moment. It's for us to set the tone for members of Parliament so that we have how the debate should go. And interestingly, it is also meant to guide the process. So, Mr. Speaker, permit me
Guide us.
to do properly what is expected
You guide us
of the
now.
leader.
Mr. Leader, you know the pastor.
Mr. Speaker, sorry, Mr. Speaker, this is House of Rules.
He spoke for the area now. Nobody
This
interrupted.
is House of Rules.
And he breached the rules.
Hold on, this is House of Rules. Myself and you, the Honorable Daniel, we are here. Long before now. And we have the experience. When we talk about presidential debates, the leader of government business who receives the document will make short statements.
Exactly.
I have not debated. I made no, sir. I said it. Let me just remind you, Honorable Daniel, sorry, Honorable from Canada, the fourth parliament. When Honorable Ibrahim Sulu receives the document, he opens the debate. At a period, I can still remember, he gave his slot to the Honorable I.B. Cabo to open the debate for him. A short statement directing. After he seconds, and the debate continues. But you don't debate, I receive the document on behalf of government, set the tone, and we continue. But for me to debate, for me to set the tone and he comes and debate, then that's unprecedented.
No, that is not the point. Honorable members, you did not need to waste your time with all of those issues. What I'm saying, you have not debated because the leaders will eventually round up. The leaders they will eventually round up. He's just given a statement, a brief statement. It's only that, you know, his brief statement was yes, very expansive. That's the only more reason why you think he actually debated. But he was only making a brief statement. He will have to come and round up. After all the debates, then the leaders will round up. It was only for him to give a very brief statement before, you know, I put the question and the real debate begins. The debate has not really begun because I have not put the question. Because I have not put the question. He was only giving a statement. It is only when you put the question that is when the debate actually starts. So he is only to second the motion and I put the question. Then we start. Yes.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Ali.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. He has not started. He only made a statement.
A very long one at that.
Mr. Speaker, I know definitely that I will be rounding up for our side. So I need not debate at this stage. I'll rather guide the process. Firstly, Mr. Speaker, I want to grave on the objectives of chairman. If you are a chairman, you are here, it is but fitting for you to be with your paper and pen, because issues relating to your committees will come up in this debate. So ensure you take notes. If possible, after the debate, you invite the line ministries, department, or agency that may have the issues that are faced with. And Mr. Speaker, that will be very difficult to achieve if the representation of the ministries, departments, and agency is abysmal in this debate. Because basically, this debate is to ensure that we look into them properly and their activities and see how best we can be able to offer solutions to amending the problems that we face with. But if we are debating the president's statement and this place is as empty as it is, less MD representations, then it's worrisome. Because the president's statement is a compilation from these MDs. So we have to probe into what they handed over to His Excellency the President to say to this House. So, Mr. Speaker, as usual, yes, so Mr. Speaker, it's very necessary that we make it mandatory for MDAs to be represented here during the course of the debate. And generally, I want to also advise members of Parliament to pay keen attention to SO 32, which guides the debating in Parliament. Let us ensure that we go strictly by the rules of debate in the House in order to ensure that we save ourselves from the necessary embarrassment of going against the rules of this House. Mr. Speaker, though he didn't debate, there are some erroneous statements that I want to correct, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, you're not going to that now.
No, yes, I'm not debating. I am seconding the motion with you said expanded,
expanded.
Second the motion, let me put the question.
Yes, definitely. I will not
You
debate.
can ask for special leave.
Yes, I will not debate, Mr. Speaker. I just want to make few clarification for the edification of this gathering.
You are opening the debate.
Firstly, Mr. Speaker, for the edification of those who are listening to us, the Kabbalah Road was done by Waman Abu under Shaka Stephen and not under Anes Baiko. I want that to be clear.
Mr. Speaker, the honorable
Mr. Speaker, the Fadubu Kabbalah also
the honorable was still
was
working
done
for
by
Congo.
Shaka Stephen,
When that road was
done by Shaka Stephen,
CSC.
and CSC was the contractor in 1990 and not Dr. Anes Baiko.
So, Mr. Speaker,
These are some of the
It's not
misinformation
the
and disinformation.
No.
I am not debating.
Mr. Speaker,
When I'm debating, you know my style is different.
The honorable Daniel there can access to you. It was done by CSC.
Point of order.
Not to be color road, the office is there.
Both leaders sit down, please.
Daniel, no go back.
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable leader of the opposition.
Daniel,
Don't you think you have
Daniel.
enough time
I'm not
to
debating.
record all of these issues
Mr. Speaker,
and respond to them?
my debate will not even cover this statement. I'm not debating. Because of the fact that
But what you are doing is what we call the
no, innovated.
I let
am
you
protecting the wrong message is center. Innovated. So I'm not debating.
Honorable members, I will advise that you second the motion.
I am seconding the motion.
If possible, tell one of your MPs to respond to the
Mr.
issue.
Speaker,
If you don't want to respond to
Mr.
them.
Speaker,
Yes.
with all due respect, I think everybody is here. He spoke to the hearing of the entire parliament. He spoke for over 1 hour, nobody interrupted him. And during that purpose, he gave false information. That was the time he would have stopped him and told him to
My
wait for
only
the
problem
debate.
right now, of course, I've told you that he spoke unnecessarily.
So you should have stopped it.
He used enough time to give the
Exactly,
statement.
because he
The
spoke.
statement was expected to be brief,
Yes, sir.
but the statement became so lengthy.
Yes, sir. Mr.
But what
Speaker.
I'm saying,
Yes, sir.
if I should allow you now to respond to those issues, then it will be unconsiderable.
Mr. Speaker, because you allowed him to speak unnecessarily.
No.
Please allow him. I am not going to speak too unnecessarily. Please, sir.
No, hold on. This is
charge of this well.
This is procedure. This is procedure.
Charge of
Leader
this
of the
well.
opposition.
And the procedure was abrogated by him himself.
No, you are not
Yes,
going to
sir.
sit down, sit
And
down.
Mr. Speaker, it was
I
for your
know.
hearing.
No, hold on.
I have
He
the
has,
chance to
as the mover of the motion,
Exactly.
as the mover, where he was expected to make a statement. He had the audacity.
to do.
The rules provided that audacity to him to say things. But if I should allow you now, then it will become unprocedural. Because all what you are expected to do is to second the motion, then take your relevant notes, and later come to respond to those issues.
Mr. Speaker, you and I know that both the mover and the seconder of motions are
No, not at this
to
one.
make.
Not at this stage.
No, you are not deciding. You are not deciding.
Hold on, Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, where it all went wrong is
Yes.
because you gave him the laxity
Yes,
over
because
1 hour
because-
to give false information, which we want to
No,
correct now.
not
which we
1
want to
hour.
correct now.
Not 1 hour. Not 1 hour. I think he spoke for less than 30 minutes. What I'm saying,
I would speak for less than 10 minutes.
he had the laxity
I would speak for
because
less
he
than
was the
10 minutes.
one introducing the entire debate. So he could say anything. But what I'm saying,
He cannot say anything. sir.
leader,
Yes, sir.
with all due respect, please, that's my ruling. With all due respect, let's please save that for another day. Otherwise, you'll be unprocedural. You have enough time to respond to those issues.
Of course, I do. That is why I
And
said.
it will be
in fact,
noble. It will be noble if I allow you to respond to those issues now. That will be noble. never happened here before. It never happened.
But he debated.
Because he was introducing the motion. In fact, if that was the stage, that was the point where you had the right to interject. You had the right to interject at that point. To say point of action, a point of order, and you should have corrected it at the time of his debate. But you waited until it is time for you to second the motion, and you want to respond.
Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, sir, you know that once you have an opportunity to speak, you must wait for that rightful opportunity.
Your opportunity is only to second the motion.
Instead of procedurally interrupting. Basically, even during the course of this debate, I would advise that members of parliament are not interrupted.
Yeah, you should have interjected at that time when he was saying those things.
People take notes. And at the end of the day, they give out what information they have.
It's all right. Respond to that accordingly when the time comes, please.
So, Mr. Speaker, definitely,
respond to all the issues.
Yes, I will not just stand and say I second the motion. I have to make a statement.
No, you don't have to second the motion. Or you want to withdraw?
No, I'm not withdrawing. I'm seconding the motion.
So just second the motion.
I just have to. I just don't have to say I second the motion.
You don't pass 1 hour.
No.
I just don't have to.
I have ruled that you just second the motion. I will move on.
Okay, turn the motion off.
Please, let's not waste time on this.
Mr. Speaker, yes, I'll second.
Yes, please just second. It's not procedural what you are doing.
I'll second.
Yeah, please. Don't worry, you have enough time.
Yes.
I know you are ready to come after the leader. I know you definitely come after him.
No, that is just for the edification of the.
But let's keep that for another day.
The false information for the edification of.
No, let's not do that right now. Yes, let's not do that right now.
My leader, pastor.
Oh, I know that is the reason why you came running, not so?
Yes.
Probably you were somewhere listening to him. So please just second the motion, and you have enough time to do that.
With all due respect, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
I will heed.
Yes, thank you.
And this debate is going to be hot.
I know.
And like I said, I want to guide the process, just as I've advised members of parliament. You know, the constant interruption for members while they are debating should be looked into.
Yes.
Whoever has a contradicting view.
Yes.
So whatsoever utterance that have been made by a member of parliament should take note of it and make sure that when he or she has the opportunity to debate, they will say it. I am very hopeful that during the course of this debate, we will clear most of the misinformation and disinformation presented to the House. In that anticipation, Mr. Speaker, I am going to write that I second the motion for the motion of thanks to His Excellency the President.
Thank you very much, Leader of the Opposition. Honorable members, the question is that we, the members of Parliament here assembled, wish to thank His Excellency the President for the address he so graciously delivered on the occasion of the state opening of the third session of the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic of Sierra Leone in the Chamber of Parliament on Thursday, the 7th August 2025. Honorable members, before we start the debate, let me refer you to the following standing orders. They are very, very important. 32.4. Honorable members, I know you have your standing orders with you. Take note of order 32.4. A member shall not read his speech, but may read short extract from books or papers in support of his argument, and may refresh his or her memory by reference to notes. Of course, you saw the leader of the opposition, just making reference to notes, but you don't have to read. Let me also make reference to 32.5. A member must confine his observations to the subject under discussion and may not introduce matter irrelevant thereto. The question of relevance. Honorable members, take note of the question of relevance. Let me also refer you to 32.6. Reference shall not be made to any matter on which a judicial decision is pending. Any matter that is in the court, please don't make reference to such matters. Honorable members, please be properly guided. And I'm to inform you, first one to 38.3. Let me refer you to 38.3. Honorable members, 38.3. Now, but for you to understand 38.3, let me read 38.1. Subject to paragraph 2 of this order, no member shall be entitled to address the House or a committee of the whole House for more than 30 minutes on any subject, provided that the mover of a substantive motion shall be entitled to 45 minutes for his opening speech. That was what the leader of government business did. He was entitled to up to 45 minutes because he was the mover. Now, but let me refer you to particularly 38.3. This order shall not apply to speeches made during the debate on the presidential address to Parliament and the debate on the second reading of the annual appropriation bill, provided that in debates limited to specific allotted days, the Speaker may determine and allocate the time of each contribution, blah, 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 in the circumstances. Honorable members, 15 minutes. 15 minutes per debater. 15 minutes. Don't go beyond 15 minutes. And I had informed you that we'll take 5 from either side, but when we come tomorrow, that 5 will be extended to 10, and on Wednesday, probably 15, to create more room for more members of Parliament. So thank you very much, honorable members. Yes, so let me start with the list I have before me here. Honorable Aruna Pape Solomon-Lapo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
15 minutes.
It's another day for us to look at the presidential speech that was read here on Thursday, 7th August 2025. For the records, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am Honorable Aruna Pape Solomon-Lapo from Tongolele District, Kurifa, Rwanda, Chifre. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today again, before going to debate this speech, I want to make some clarifications from the just concluded statements of the Deputy Leader of Government Business. In his statement, he stated that the Kabbalah Road was constructed by Ernest Bai Kuruma. I want to emphatically tell him that that road was constructed under the regime of the late Sheikh Stevie One-Man Abu. And the internship roads in Kabbalah were constructed by former President Dr. Ernest Bai Kuruma. And the Fadugu Road leading to Kabbalah was also constructed by CSC under the leadership of the former president, late President Sheikh Stevie, in 1990. And he further stated,
Mr. Speaker, we are live on here, yes, and the public is listening. I said, amongst other things, that road was rehabilitated with a complete overlay by the CSC during the period of the former president. It was rehabilitated and complete overlay. Mr. Speaker, this was not, I am not reading history. I am part of the history. I was in this parliament. I was a member of the Works Committee, together with myself, the Honorable Daniel, the Honorable Aaron Aruna Kuroma, the Honorable Kombo, who was our chairman. We have visited that road. We have gone to the quarry at Kamabai. We have visited from the start to the end of Kabbalah Road. Honorable Daniel is part of us. I am not saying I'm not reading history. I am part of the history. You were here. The Honorable SOS is here. So I'm part of the history. Mr. Speaker was in the Work Parliament. I was part of all of the oversight we did. The Kabbalah Road was rehabilitated and completely overlaid.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Daniel.
Indeed, we are all members of the fourth parliament. But of course, by way of correction, since you have said me true, I have never been a member of the Works Committee in the fourth parliament. I was never a member of the Works Committee. That is one. Secondly, the overlay he is talking about only stopped at you don't know there. The overlay is talking about only stopped at Kamabai. Making Kabbalah Road. Kamabai. No, you can go to Kabbalah right now.
No.
Honorable members, don't forget
there was order when he was speaking
that a leader is on his legs. So please listen to him. The acting leader of government business is here. Yes, proceed.
Thank you, sir. Users of Kabbalah Road, you can take my word now. You move right now from Magini to Kabbalah. Magini to about a mile to Kamabai is as good as Mashaka Watanabe. That is where it stops. Kabbalah, users of Kabbalah Road, they can listen to me right now. From Magini to 1 mile to Kamabai is as good as Mashaka to Watanabe. That is where the overlay stops. But before that time, the road from Magini to Fadugu was made by Secretary Stevens in those days. It is only now that it has been dilapidated. Imagine the number of years. And then from Fadugu to Kabbalah was made by President J.S. Momo. I was a laborer. I worked as laborer from Fadugu to Kabbalah. I took my O-level exams in 1989. And while waiting for the results, I worked as laborer Fadugu to Kabbalah by J.S. Momo in 1990. That was not done by former president and my former. No way. It was done by just Momo. And imagine from 1990 to date. You will agree with me that it's a quality road. It has lived up to the test of time.
So, Honorable Director,
so it was not done.
1990 was inactive service.
So in 1990, I was taking my O-levels.
You are indeed a senior citizen.
A senior citizen. I mean, my teacher here, he prepared me for my O-levels.
Oh, yes.
And Mr. Tony, I got 2 in his subject.
Wow.
He gave me free lectures, but I could not afford to pay. And I made it. So I took my O-levels in 1990. I worked as laborer. President Momo did that road, Fadugu to Kabbalah. And then Mageni to Fadugu was done by Secretary Stevens. But most of the time, it was dilapidated. So Ernest Bakuma did part of it. But it didn't even reach Kamabai. It stopped halfway. Use Kabbalah Road right now, you will see it for yourself. The evidence is there.
Thank you very much. Honorable
Let me just say he wanted to correct me. Mr. Honorable, sorry. You wanted to correct me.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I think.
Hold on.
Mr. Speaker.
Don't worry, I will take note.
The former Speaker of this House, Honorable
any law will allow the exposure now.
tell us to dissect the issue.
Any law will allow the exposure.
Mr. Speaker, I have said, and they have confirmed that road was rehabilitated. And I will assure them, and that is why I have said, amongst other things, that we are in this together. If we fail, we fail together. The reason why I'm saying this, Mr. Speaker, I am, and I will bring the evidence to show whether or not it was completed or not. It was left with us as members of parliament and the government that existed. That road was to be rehabilitated and completely overlaid from McKinney to Kabbalah. Whatever happened to the money, we are still debating.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm still looking at the statement of the leader of government business. In his statement, he also stated there are issues that he stated that as members from this side we agreed with. He said a rate of dropout is in the increase. That one, as members of parliament from this side, we totally agree with him. We know the issues around the educational system in this country. And also, I want also to clarify the issue of the Bull Mashekal Road. It started before Anes Baikoma came to power, and the road was constructed between Bull to Tayama. It was the time Anes Baikoma took over in 2007. And if you look at the road, the major potholes are being found along the areas constructed under the leadership of the SNPP. When you take from my Shaka to Moyamba Junction, the road that was constructed by Anes Baikoma between 2007 to 2008, we have no major potholes along that road. Coming down to my debate, Mr. Speaker, and for the last 7 years back, we have been talking about, we have issues that we consider to be traditional issues, which have not been actually addressed. You look at the economy, you look at the health sector, you look at water resources, a lot of issues that have not been addressed, even though we have made so many strides to support government so they can listen to address those issues. All of those strides that we have made as opposition are proving to be negative. But yet still, the current prevailing situation in this country, which is very worrisome, that this House should pay keen attention to, is the issue of drugs in this country and the international global disgrace that Sierra Leone is facing.
Honorable member, before we started, I read to you the specific standing order related to relevance. If you do not honor that, I'm afraid I will have to stop you.
Mr.
Speaker, the President spoke of drugs in his debate, and he spoke of modalities government is intending to institute.
No, that's not what he's saying.
Yes.
That's not what he's saying.
So he is saying that generally, because the President spoke about drugs, he is giving a true picture as to what is the current situation relating to drugs and the country.
You are a man of the world. Don't be smart with me.
No, I'm not smart. I'm not smart.
You are a man of the world.
If this statement had not mentioned, if the President had not talked about drugs, he will never have mentioned drugs. But drugs, you know, is very, very serious. And basically, what we face in our nation, we are losing a generation.
I've just warned him.
Yes,
if he goes out of the bracket, then I will have to stop him.
No, he won't go out of the bracket. He will just talk about how dangerous the drugs is and how the country is fighting.
You can carry on within your limit, within the limit of the speech.
Mr. Speaker, and I think the issue of drugs is a situation that we need to look into as a country and as a parliament. If you don't want me to talk about it, I will just localize the issue of drug in Sierra Leone, which is a major concern for young people in Sierra Leone. I will not go international. I want to base my debate on drug within Sierra Leone locally. We know what is happening all over the country. We know how the push, the tramadol, and other dangerous substances have actually affected our young people in Sierra Leone. And it is a concern. We made strides last year to pass some regulations, and all of those strides we made have not been proven positive to combat these dangerous substances. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, just in September, according to a report, we recorded over 200 deaths. And all those deaths are push-related deaths. And that tells you that our nation is declining. The young generation is declining. Our youth are dying. Our youth are in bad shape that need our support as lawmakers. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to take you to page 31, paragraph 29 and 304. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, and this moment is a moment of strategic opportunity and national pride. That's 304, page 31. Proof that Sierra Leone is not only rebuilding from its past, but actively shaping the future of our region and the world. But what is currently happening in Sierra Leone and beyond is directly opposite to this particular statement under page 31 and paragraph 304. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, 299, the president says as a nation, as a small nation, we must work twice as hard to secure our right's place in the world. And that is exactly what we are doing. We all know the news. We all know what is happening, which we should pay attention to as members of parliament and to support the executive angle of this country. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we are battling with this dangerous substance. We have not seen a clear path to combat this dangerous substance. Deaths are increasing. Dropout rate is increasing. Children are going out of the way. Parents can no longer control their children. And the escalation of this drug has now gone into even secondary school. When you do studies, you do research, major secondary schools in this country are now hosting the sales of this dangerous substance, Mr. Speaker. And it is a concern as a parliament, it is a concern as Sierra Leoneans. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want you to know that page 12, paragraph 103 of this document, page 12, paragraph 103 of this document. Now, 103, through the National Youth Commission, thousands of young people have received technical training in mechanics, construction, hospitality, and welding. Over 250 young women have joined digital literacy and entrepreneurship programs. Youth-led farming and fisheries initiatives are expanding nationwide. This statement caught my eyes when I read it through a few days ago, and looking at the prevailing situation of young people. If really this statement, read by His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada, is that to say thousands of young people have received technical training in mechanics, construction,
We want to know in this house where, how, and who are these young people that have received these technical trainings, Mr. Speaker. I'm from Tokolili District. Almost every weekend I'm in Tokolili District. I just came from Tokolili District yesterday. And I'm interacting with young people. Not only in Tokolili District. I'm also interacting with young people in the Western region. I'm interacting with people from other regions. Few days ago, we are in Bo. We are in Kono to conduct oversight. We are interacting with young people. Who are these young people that are actually receiving these benefits, these technical trainings? When we have hundreds of young people under bridges, go down to Congo Cross Bridge, you will meet hundreds of young people under those bridges. Engaging into Kush intake. Go down to a bridge, you will see young people. Almost all the bridges in this country, especially in the municipality, young people are engaged into drug intake. Even some of the facilities constructed or supported by the government to support young people, to boost youth empowerment, go down to those facilities like the car wash. I will tell you with authority, those are now the port for drug intake. Visit all car wash centers. You will realize with me that those initiatives came to empower young people. But those initiatives have been transformed as centers to destroy young people instead of empowering them. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, to me, I see this one saying over 250 young people have received digital literacy, entrepreneurship, women. We want to know how many young women that have started businesses. We want to know young entrepreneurship women in this country. The young population of this country is declining, and there is no hope for them. Based on what we are seeing, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want us also to read page 7, paragraph 59 of this document. Here, page 7, paragraph 59 of this document. The president says the heartbeat of Sierra Leone is its youth. Note this one. It's very important. This is a statement read by His Excellency, the President of this Republic, that the heartbeat of Sierra Leone is its youth. My government remains firmly committed to investing in the skills and innovation, our most sustainable path to inclusive prosperity and national renewal. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if we say the pride, the heartbeat of this government is it in young people, the youth, why are we discovering hundreds of corpses in the street of Freetown? Something that is unprecedented, something that has never happened in this country since 1961. It is only under the regime of the SSPP and President Leone that we have discovered over 200 corpses when it is not an outbreak. Mind you, during the Ebola, we are discovering people in the street, corpses, as a result of the epidemic. But we are discovering now corpses in this almost every day for the last 3 months. When we have no emergency, no health emergency, but we are discovering corpses. This is a concern as a parliament. In the statement of the leader of government business, he categorically stated that as members of parliament, we should not use parties and lengths to debate this document. And if that is the case, we need to be objective. Maybe your cousin, your brother's son is in the street languishing. No one is safe in Sierra Leone. everyone is one way or the other affected with this menace. And we need to speak up, we need to sit as a nation to pay keen attention into the way we should address this menace. Let's talk about the global disgrace. I want to localize this one, because if we go to the global disgrace, we will not sit here. Mr. Speaker, honorable member, I want to please, sorry sir, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, please.
Your time is up.
Mr. Speaker, please.
Please sit down, please. Honorable Alex Embrodas. Honorable Alex Embrodas. You see, honorable members, let me tell you something. You know, we are all honorable members. But let me talk to you today. Let me talk to honorable members today. We are all honorable members. And we are expected to behave honorably. You see, I don't want to go too far into matters appertaining to other countries. Let me just come very close to us. If you go to Ghana, the other day, I landed at the airport, sorted out my baggage, and I was on my way out of the airport when I saw police officer just came. They got hold of a particular lady, took her phone, and smashed the phone. Yeah. And they let the lady go. You know, I was a little curious, and I asked, why is this? And somebody told me that one thing about Ghana, anything that is negative, you don't propagate about their country. Because the lady, saw a particular scene, two people fighting at the airport, and she decided to, video that particular incident. That was why the police officers behaved like that. And the person was telling me, in Ghana, whenever you try to expose anything that is negative about their country, they will go all out to ensure. In fact, they have a system where even they go to the social media and delete. Even from your phone, they have a system where they delete pictures or videos that tend to expose the negative aspect of that country. They do not allow anybody to say anything or to expose anything that they think is negative. Now, why I'm raising this? I'm raising this because, as members of parliament, here we can say our truth, we can say things, we can argue. Of course, we have our social media groups where predominantly we have Sierra Leoneans, and we are free to have some of these discussions. But sometimes, when we tend to go international with some of these things, they do not act in our favor. Some of these things we do not act in our favor. Because we are here, we want people to come to Sierra Leone. We want investors to come. We want tourists to come to Sierra Leone. We want Sierra Leone to be attractive. If we want the good of Sierra Leone, there are certain things we must, as a nation, try to defend. There are certain things we must, as a nation, try to defend in a way that is positive to us. Let me tell you, I can vouch, sitting here, that the level at which we are propagating Sierra Leone as a drug nation is not like that. It's not like that. That level, the level at which this nation is propagating Sierra Leone, the level at which citizens are propagating this nation as a drug nation, it's not like that. But it is unfortunate people we have very high respect for in this nation are the ones taking the lead. They are the ones taking the lead. I don't even want to point to certain nations. Our neighbors, the things that are happening in countries, neighboring countries, the things that are happening. You can't even begin to compare Sierra Leone to such nations. Not even 1/10. But you don't see that anywhere. You don't even hear that anywhere. But the moment the other day somebody was saying, hey, they got some people there. So, we are the ones destroying this nation. We the very politicians. For political reasons, we are the very ones destroying this nation. And why are we doing this? Why are we actually doing this? Why are we doing this? Sometimes, in any state, you have some bad people, of course. You have bad people. You have a foreigner that will come to any state in the world and commit crime. You go to America, it's happening there. You go to England, it's happening there. You go anywhere in the world. You have bad people that will come to nations. You have citizens that are just bad. But why do we paint Sierra Leone as the worst nation on earth? Why? And yet we want investors to come. We want jobs to be created by people. We want people to spend their money in Sierra Leone. Why are we doing this? Who has bewitched this nation? Who has bewitched this nation? Yes, Honorable Alex M. Rogers. Some of us, they said, a writer said, when something is happening in a nation that is bad, let somebody say it before he or she leaves the stage. We'll continue to say some of these things. They are not good.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, you made an important point, sir.
Yes.
There was one day we had a debate at the ECOWAS Parliament. We are looking at countries report, and the MP for the Gambia and that from Liberia, both of them alleged that they are having drugs in their country through Sierra Leone. So I was mad at them in my debate. I was mad at them. I told them that they are painting a very false picture about Sierra Leone, and what they are saying is not the picture of Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is not responsible for drugs in the Gambia. I'm coming. Sierra Leone is not responsible. Sierra Leone is not responsible for drugs in the Gambia, and Sierra Leone is not responsible for drugs in Liberia. We had a bitter argument. And as it could be, they listened to me. But just a month after that, the vehicle belonging to our nation's embassy in Guinea was captured with cocaine in there. And we cannot keep quiet about that. They are the people that are tainting the image of this country. We should lash them.
We should. Of course, that's all the more reason why I said we should. As a matter of fact. But we must choose our platform. That's all what I'm saying. We must choose our platform. The other day, I'm not a social media fan. I seldom go there. The other day, honorable members, I know, of course, you two know. I went over, this Facebook. I was a little curious that day. I went over Facebook. And I was looking at, things that countries post about their nations. Nice pictures. Nice sceneries from Ghana, from Gambia, from the Gambia, from Liberia. Nice sceneries. Very nice sceneries. I was on the Facebook for over 30 minutes. Very nice sceneries from West African countries. But you know what? The very first Sierra Leonean picture that came up was there was a house. I think there's a house somewhere around town that was on fire. In fact, it was a footage. Somewhere around town that was on fire. and people were saying all sorts of things. All sorts of things. Somebody even stood there and started castigating government, castigating EXA, saying all sorts of things. The very first, after I had gone through the media for over 30 minutes, beautiful sceneries from West African countries. The very first one that appeared from Sierra Leone was very terrible. That is what I'm saying. We can choose our platforms. We have social media groups, and Sierra Leoneans are the ones. The Sierra Leoneans are the members of these groups. If we want to discuss politics or want to discuss negative happenings in Sierra Leone, we have those groups. But some people leave those groups. They go to international groups, media. They go to Instagram, they go to Facebook, they go to these areas, exposing this nation to the world. And are we surprised? Are we surprised when the US decided to ban Sierra Leoneans from going to the US? They decided to ban the issue of visas. Are we really surprised? Are we really surprised? And people just get up to say, hey, government, is this that? We are the ones doing it. We go to the international media and we pen bad things about this nation. And we call that politics. Is that politics? That's madness. That's not politics. It's utter madness. Proceed, Honorable Alex M. Rogers.
Sorry, sir. Mr. Speaker,
yes.
I want to call your attention to time 12. Suspended for the business of the House to continue. Thank you.
Yes, any seconder? All those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Proceed.
In adding my voice to the debate, let me firstly express thanks and appreciation to His Excellency Dr. Julius Madam for a very comprehensive and indeed honest speech delivered during the state opening of the 10th session of the 6th Parliament. Second, I want to use this opportunity also to plead with my colleagues or those of us who will be contributing to be very objective in debating so that we could try to be devoid of naked propaganda. And we all have listened and we all have read the speech of His Excellency the President. This being said, may I now come to my topic. And I would like to limit my debate to a very sensitive topic, which I will describe as a bedrock of all of the thematic issues being covered in the speech of His President, in my candid opinion. And you will see that in page 28, I'm talking about the national security and the rule of law. I consider that as a bedrock of all of this thematic topics being covered in this speech. Because without this thematic topic that I'm referencing to, you will not be talking about creating the enabling environment for all of the sectors covered by His Excellency the President in his speech. I mean, I stand to be corrected, but in my candid opinion, that is it. Security matters everywhere in the world. And this is the more reason why I want to dilate on Now, in saying that, may I now attempt to at least dilute on the conception of the national security. Then you will see how it flows, referencing to the 28 to the 29, national security. Yeah, a paragraph, you will see the paragraph also, paragraph 284. You can see it in 284, and not only 284, you will see it also in 277. Yes. Now, we are talking about government being relied on a range of measures including political, economic, and of course
military power, and as well as diplomacy to safeguard the security of a state. In other words, what I'm trying to say here, and that is what precisely His Excellency the President appointed to say or means, is that in safeguarding the security of the state, you take into consideration those three parameters that I have dilated on, talking about the political, economic, and of course military powers. Now also, we talk about national security. You will agree with me that national security is indeed protected by the rule of law.
Mr. Speaker.
Hold on, Honorable. Yes,
in as much as it's the right of the honorable member to choose where to debate, issues of national security are serious matters. I will advise that maybe if you have something else to debate on, we avoid issues of national security, because by the time somebody else will respond, maybe that will be so much problematic for the state security.
Is it mentioned in the speech?
Of course.
Just limit yourself to the matter.
I will draw attention to paragraph 284, the one that speaks on the Republic of the RSLA. Maybe have you read this?
284.
284. Look at it. That's what I'm talking about.
So anybody responding must limit him or herself to the issues. 284. Proceed.
So I refer you to 284. And please, what I want to say in 284 is that the RSLFA, that is the Republic of Sudan Armed Forces, is established with the key functions pursuant to paragraph 1 and 2 of section 165 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6 of 1991. That's what I want to draw your attention to, so that you could look at the key functions of the RSFLA. That's what I really want to draw your attention to. And in doing so, you will agree with me that also the key functions of the military in Sierra Leone is what I want to engage you on, that you will follow, like to safeguard and secure the Republic of Sierra Leone, to guide and secure the Republic of Sierra Leone, and also preserve the safety and territorial integrity of the state. And it goes beyond that. And that's what I want to draw your attention now, with regards to development. And you agree with me that on the tri-service, that this government, a very responsible government that has introduced first of its kind in the history of this country, tri-service constitutes the Army, the Navy, and of course the Air Force. And that these areas have created a very serious landmark in this country. For example, like the military now has revolutionized. Now you talk about investment. You remember recently they advertised also the establishment of the defense establishment services. You know, that is the investment wing of the RSLFA in this country. That's what I want to say. And now we are now talking about the investment of this country, that the military is highly involved, and that they have about 10 companies that operate under the DES. That is the Defense Establishment Services. And you agree with me that recently they advertised job opportunities for those areas. And I don't know whether you allow me to read through those job opportunities, if time can permit me, because it was advertised in the newspaper. Yes, it was clearly advertised in the newspaper. But let me not go into that, because we already in newspaper wherein those job opportunities were advertised. And also the military, as a very responsible military under the leadership of the new Chief of Defense Staff, Brigadier General Adara, and has, for the first time, you agree with me, appointed first female, for the first time in the history of the Army, first female battalion commander. And that person is a Kuranko from Northern Sierra Leone. You agree with me, for those of you who are from that area, and you must commend His Excellency the President, for that wise thought. She's called Lieutenant Colonel Alice Korea. She's the first battalion commander, and she's deployed in my home district, Pudel, and that she's doing well in that area. The military also, as I told you, has revolutionized in the investment, particularly the development investment of this country in agriculture. Recently I took along with my committee members in my capacity as chairman of defense to Pokloto, some of your hometown, wherein they have embarked on 500-acre cashew plantation. That is a very serious investment on the part of the military, first of its kind. Now, very soon, we are talking about garments. The military producing their own uniforms, their own boots, first of its kind, that will be boasting of. So these are some of the developments that we should be very proud of within the military. Fine. Now, coming also to another paragraph on the ONS, 278 on the ONS, you talk about the early warning and rapid response mechanism. You agree with me that between 2024 and 2025, the ONS consolidated the Sierra Leone national security architecture through a very decisive leadership, coordinated action, and of course, policy innovation. This was what I was trying to say, my brother. So this has nothing to go into the intelligence or the security provocation of this country, but it is mentioned in this president's speech on the early warning and the rapid response mechanism. And recently, this parliament enacted the early warning and rapid response act. I must commend this parliament for enacting that particular act that has now established an autonomous body. It's no longer under the office of the ONS again. It's a separate body now. Yes, operating under the office of the president. Yes. Yes, to give the security alert, early warnings. Yeah. Now, some of those issues under the early warnings has to do with strengthening the early warning and early response.
Remember, 2 more minutes.
Okay, and also let me not forget to mention about a very good milestone strike by the Office of the National Security. That is the formulation and the launch of the National Security Strategy paper. First of its kind. Very few African countries. Most of these. And then the formulation and the launch of the National Security Strategy paper. You have very few African countries that most of this. I mean, some of us gave people to that. We are very proud of that. So this is a very responsible and sober government. It's very proud of that has helped to revolutionize the Sierra Leone forces, armed forces. Mr. Speaker. So these are and on the younger issue, I think I should attempt to go to the younger issue also. I should not leave it like that. On the issue of the younger issue, I'm very much grateful to the MP of Konyenga in Guinea, because we're working together with ONS. And I want to assure you, on the younger issue, it's almost coming to logical conclusion, because we've got recently the ECOWAS delegation, and we are only waiting now for them to tender their report. That is not my business to at least talk on that at all, not here. But with the recommendation, I believe that will soon become a thing of the past. So with that few remarks, I'm very much grateful to this discussion. Thank you very much.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Just for the
Yes, leader.
Honorable member, you spoke of the airlines. Yes, sir. You said ECOWAS sent a delegation. They are reporting making announced that delegation was not permitted by the Guinean military to enter.
That is not correct, because the resident president of ECOWAS mission in this country was represented. It is not correct. That's not correct at all.
Did they have access into Yenga?
Oh, of course.
The ECOWAS delegation?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm telling you this with authority.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Honorable Alexander Rogers. Honorable Daniel Amadou Bangura. You see, when you start the debate relating to the president's speech, you know, Honorable Alex Rogers, let me thank you profusely. You start by first and foremost thanking the president. That is the procedure. You thank him for graciously. Yes. That is it. Also, you
are correct. On behalf of all the debaters here, yes. I want to thank the president. So I don't continue with the debate.
Thank the president. Honorable Director, and also, you thank him.
At least for the delivery.
Yes, Honorable Daniel Amadou Bangola.
Yes, for are you around?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Yes. The ICT department, what is wrong with the mics?
Nothing. Besides disturbing me. They give volume.
I am Honorable Daniel Amadou Bangura, representing Topoli, particularly the people of and Yoni Mamela children. I want to go by your word to start by thanking the President for so graciously deliver his speech in this way. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I stand before you today again, not just as an opposition representative, but as a voice for the millions of Sierra Leoneans whose hopes have been dashed, whose struggles remain unseen, and whose patience have tested beyond measure. We gather in this world today not simply to debate, but to confront the reality that has been unfolding over the years. And that is the great divergence between speeches and reality under the leadership of His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Malagi. His speech on August 7 this year was a masterclass in rhetoric, filled with grand claims and a picture of progress that, quite frankly, bears little resemblance to the lived experiences.
Honorable member, yes, you are performing your role in society as an opposition MP, but please be guided with the use of words. You know, if you hear the leaders, you know, they are so mature in the thing. If you hear them addressing parliament, they choose their words. You can criticize without being insulting. Please. You are dealing with His Excellency the President. Yes, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Noted. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I like the words of the President in paragraph 36, where he said, and I quote with your permission, that no nation can rise above the quality of its people. End of quote. Mr. Speaker, this begs the question: how high do we want our nation to rise? When President Madagio came into this very well in 2018, he stood tall and declared to this nation that free quality education would be the flagship of his government. He promised every child, every parent, and of course every teacher that education would no longer be a privilege, but a right, accessible, free, and quality. Honorable Speaker, those words gave hope to millions of poor families across this nation. When I read part 3 yesterday, when I read part 3 of the People's Manifesto under Human Capital Development, particularly paragraph 5, supported by the presidential speech of 2018, the president promised us plenty things under education. He promised us plenty things under education. But in 2025, paragraph 38.
He has right to it.
When I debating, observation is Mr. Speaker, can you prevail upon members of the other side to give them opportunity?
Honorable members, we are in the face of the gallery. We are in the face of the gallery, please.
Honorable, when the time comes, I want to hear you debate. If at all, you will give me the opportunity.
Honorable members. Honorable members. Proceed, honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Paragraph 38. The president reported in this house that his government had completed over 1,500 classrooms. I must confess that this is good. But if these 1,500 classrooms are to be evenly divided by the over 1,300 administrative sections in this nation, it means that it's about only 200 sections will get 2 classrooms each, and the rest, the over 1,000 sections, will only get 1 classroom each. Honorable Speaker,
It's logical.
Honorable Speaker, was this the primary school promised for every section? Honorable Speaker, is this the junior secondary school promised for every electoral ward? Is this the senior secondary school with a science laboratory well equipped promised for every constituency?
No.
Let me shock you that even that 1,500 classrooms, plenty sections, including ours in Leone Mabanta, are still asking, where are these classrooms built? Where are they built? What happened to the expansion of the school feeding program? Honorable Speaker, let me report to you that Leone Mabanta, one of the most deprived chiefdoms in Tongolele, as I speak, no school is benefiting from the school feeding program. And the worst of it, Mr. Speaker, that is the home chiefdom of the SNPP Tongolele district chairman. To an extent of even punishing the kids that are in his chiefdom. Those kids are Sierra-Leoneans and they are innocent. Honorable Speaker, I am humbly asking you to use your good office for the kids in Leone Mabanta to be considered. When you go to paragraphs 141 to 151, the president spoke good things about roads, connecting farmers to markets, the traders, the patients from one point to the other. Mr. Speaker, those good statements that the president made in those paragraphs do not reflect the situation of Tongolele. I am calling the attention of this house again that our women are dying. They are dying whenever they are in labor. The only referral district hospital is in Magoroka. It is 52 from my 91, 52 kilometers from my 91. that road linking those two communities. We have been managing them before the intervention of this government on that road. 5 years ago, we can no longer use that road. It has become a death trap. Whenever a patient is in my 91 and to be referred to Maboroka instead of using the 52-kilometer road, we have to go all the way Mashaka, Lunsa, Makeni, and then to Maboroka. Plenty times we lost our people. This is a call. This is a cry that I'm amplifying from my people. Trenches were dug and abandoned. It is complete death trap now. Honorable Speaker, the President spoke about climate. When we look at paragraph 87 and 239, with your permission, Mr. Speaker, let me read. It says, climate change is a present and urgent threat. This year's rainy season has already brought tragedy. We extend our deepest condolences to the bereaved family. And when you go to 89, when you go to paragraph 87, it says, access to clean water, sanitation, and hygiene is a basic right and essential for health, education, climate resilience, and development. Honorable Speaker, it is not a hidden secret that River Pampana that passes through Tokolini is gone. And we are facing the biggest threat of losing River Rokel in Tokolini. River Rokel, that's the river that goes to Bunguna, I don't know it. And it is the closest river that can supply fresh water to this capital if we are to expand water supply to this nation. We are losing it completely. I am calling on you, Honorable Speaker, and the rest of us here to add our voices, like the leader of government business was saying, that we must not politicize everything in this debate. This is a national call. If we sit as leaders and allow Rokel to go like Pampana, we are finished. Pampana, we can no longer access it. Illegal mining, uncontrolled mining is taking place. Please, this is our time. We are in this today. Tomorrow, posterity will ask questions about us.
Mr. Clark,
answer will be
take note of that Pampana River thing. Yes, thank you. Proceed.
Thank you. What answer will be given to our children? And I am sure that all of us cannot live without clean water. The government is being interest to implement projects of climate change. And we are all, it is all important that all of us add our voices to see that we succeed in that direction. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me.
Thank you very much. Honorable Daniel Amadou Bagura, you have made my day. Yes. Thank you very much. That's just what I want.
Very much.
Let's all be nationalistic. When we debate, yes, you know, when it's time for politics, we go into that. You know, but some of these issues affecting our people, these are the issues I want all of us to bring up. If we have issues affecting our people, let's bring some of these issues up.
Exactly.
So that probably by next week or week after next, we invite the ministers to answer questions related to those issues and see how these things can be addressed. You know, those are the things. Those are the things. About independence since 1961, no one president is going to solve our problems. No one president is going to do that. And let's try as best as he could. He tried and tried. You know, he did roads in certain areas, never talked about. He did roads, he did certain things that were good. Yes, I can attest to that. I was seated there and I said good things about him because he was so audacious about certain things. Yes. No one president is going to solve all the problems of Sierra Leone. No one president. Because our problems are so diverse and complicated. So it will be unfair for you to come and say, hey, he said he was going to do this, he said he was going to do that, he said he was going to... We do not even have the funds. We're a very poor country. By our standard. You expect one president to come and solve all the problems. Except if we want to daydream. So, Honorable Fala Chegbe, bring up the issues. Bring them up.
Mr. Speaker and honorable members, Mr. Speaker, thank you for according me the opportunity to debate. I want to start by thanking His Excellency the President for being very magnanimous in delivering one of the best proclamation speeches ever in the history of Sierra Leone. I extend my heartfelt thanks and appreciation on behalf of the Kisi people, the Kisiteng Chiefdom, and all Sierra Leoneans all, to His Excellency for being tireless in pushing our country to the peak that we are yearning to see Sierra Leone in the nearest future. Mr. Speaker, today we gather not to trade on empty words, but to weigh the facts, and the facts can be stubborn. The facts can be magnanimous. They cannot be ignored, Mr. Speaker. The presidential address, as was delivered by His Excellency the President, was not a fiction of promises. Mr. Speaker, it was a ledger of delivery, a blueprint of transformation. Mr. Speaker, it spoke about our kitchens, it spoke about our farms, it spoke about our classrooms. Above all, Mr. Speaker, it spoke about our future as Sierra Leoneans. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, in agriculture, we sown seeds and they are already bearing fruits. In electricity, darkness is giving way to light. The APC legacy of darkness is giving way to light. Mr. Speaker, in roads, they are not just tarmacked, Mr. Speaker, but they are connecting destinies. We are connecting to the international world, the international community. Education is no longer a privilege as it used to be under the one-party state. But today, it is a right to every Sierra Leonean to be educated. That's why we have the free quality education in Sierra Leone. Mr. Speaker, the economy that was once battered, today is finding its breath under His Excellency and the SFP-led government. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, water and telecommunications are no longer luxuries in Sierra Leone. Mr. Speaker, they are lifeline extended to every citizen. That's why in the President's speech, it is cleverly captured that we are delivering here in Freetown on water infrastructure. You see multi-donor projects on WASH being implemented across Freetown. Solar-powered boreholes equipped with stand posts
Each has the capability of servicing 2,000 people in every community after construction. 100 of those is ongoing, Mr. Speaker. This tells this government is a sober government. We are responsible. Mr. Speaker, before I get into the debate proper, let me use a quick, I've not started my debate. Let me use, 1 minute maybe to go through my successes. So if time is to beat me, then I would have communicated a few. Mr. Speaker, as a government, we have saved under our agricultural good policies implemented. 15 million in foreign exchange, 15 million United States dollars. Mr. Speaker, the breakdown will be followed as I proceed with my debate. Mr. Speaker, rice prices dropped by over 20% in 2025. That's another huge achievement of our government, the SLPP. That's why I'm proud to be an SLPP MP. Mr. Speaker, today in Sierra Leone we have 3 rice mills that are operational. This is also another huge achievement. Mr. Speaker, stabilizing the economy. Our government has stabilized the economy. We have strengthened national security. And on the Yenga issue, I could hear my colleagues on the other side murmuring. We're asking the Yenga region, the Yenga sovereignty to be redeemed, to be free. But I want to allay fears that I have personally been informed by President Liu that an inch of that land will not be left into the hands of Guineans. So let's be patient. Diplomacy is a process. It will surely come to pass that Yenga will be freed as soon as possible. Mr. Speaker, today, as I get into the debates, I'll start with the first critical sector of energy. I'm an electrical engineer, so I would like to start with energy. Mr. Speaker, let me begin with a simple truth. No nation, Mr. Speaker, can prosper in darkness. Without reliable, affordable, and sustainable electricity, Mr. Speaker, our hospitals cannot save lives. Mr. Speaker, that is a perfect reason. Without electricity, like I said, our hospitals, Mr. Speaker, the leader is disturbing me, the AKK is disturbing me. I'm not on social media, I have to be protected. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, our children without electricity will not be able to study effectively. That is also a perfect reason. And Mr. Speaker, above all, energy is a lifeblood of industrialization and development. Mr. Speaker, sadly enough, under the APC legacy, the APC dark legacy, only 1 out of every 4 Sierra Leoneans counted had access to electricity way back in 2018. But today, that trajectory has been changed positively. Energy is expanding. Mr. Speaker, best of it, the signing off of the Mission 300 Energy Compact is going to transform Sierra Leone into another Mauritius. Mr. Speaker, under the SLPP, light is a new normal. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, electricity generation in 2018 was around 130 megawatts. We, at current state as I speak, with authority, we are at 270 megawatts. It means we have not only done more than 100% of what they did in 11 years, but Mr. Speaker, we are about to triple what was meant to be their success. And with the Mission 300 Energy Compact, Mrs. Sugar.
Sorry. You did say that the energy generation has moved from 1 to 200, right?
130 megawatts to 270 megawatts.
Yes, I want to put it to you that since this government came into office, there has not ordered, quite apart from the rural electrification project that was on from 2016, there has never been an addition in the energy system.
That's for your debate.
Yes, I'm saying
Keep
this.
that for your debate.
Mr. Speaker, let me land. No.
Keep up for your debate.
I am equally an electrical and electronics engineer. Yeah?
Keep up for your debate.
When you were talking, you misunderstood access to generation. There is a gross difference between access to energy than generation. There has not been increase in generation, but there has been increase in access. That is what is causing the overloading of the transformers.
You are working on the distributor.
Anyways, I'll reserve I'll be happy if you show me the generation. Where are the generation?
The problem is that you don't want to reserve. That's the problem.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I hope that time will be given to me because I need to explain. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I'm happy that the leader happens to be my classmate at the private college. What I'm saying with hands-on experience and with thorough research, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the leader wanted to know the installed capacity against the generation capacity. I am talking about the generation capacity. That's what actually we get. Installed capacity, you can have, let's say, 100 megawatts, but you only have access of like 70-80% of that out of the 100. That's your installed. But I am saying this with authority, and I want to reference my leader to African Development Bank report and also to countryeconomy.com. Those are references that depict the fact that under the APC, you only left us with 130, and today we are at 270 megawatts. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, let me refer you to paragraph 128 and 129. Mr. Speaker, the Mission 300 Energy Compact, the availability of the Mission 300 Energy Compact is not only going to triple what the APC left, it is going to quadruple, it is going to quintuple. And if grammar could permit me.
Honorable Fala Tembe, with all due respect to all members of parliament, I don't want this debate to be about APC SLP. It's about what this government is doing versus what we need to do further. What this government is doing, what improvement this government has made, versus what we still need to do, versus what the gaps are. We still have gaps here, we have gaps here, things are happening here that we need to correct. That is the kind of debate I want to listen to.
Okay, Mr. Speaker.
APC SLPT. Wait for 2028.
Exactly.
Mr. Speaker, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, that's exactly what I'm doing. I have done a perfect analysis of where the APC left us and where we are, and what is our mission going forward. With the availability of the Mission 300 and the MCC compact, Mr. Speaker, energy access is going to expand in Sierra Leone. And even the least farmer in the village will have access to electricity. So that shows this government is working, and we are ready to using these successes, this good trajectory to maintain in power again in 2028, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, one of the good things that the two compacts would bring for Sierra Leoneans is the fact that all constituencies will be benefiting from the electricity that will be generated, including the APC constituencies. Can you clap for us on this side? Mr. Speaker, another point before I land on the energy side that our government has succeeded is that currently as we speak, there is gas to power plant construction ongoing. And that is also going to provide for us good energy source that is going to be efficient and efficacious enough that will be injected into the national grid, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker and honorable members,
Honorable, 2 more minutes.
Let me go to the economy. Mr. Speaker, our economy has been transformed remarkably under the President Bill's-led government. Mr. Speaker, from the battered and unstable state it were in 2018, our economy is forward-looking in 2025. Mr. Speaker, today inflation is better managed. It dropped from 54.5% to a single digit of 7.9% in June 2025. Mr. Speaker, in 2024, revenue exceeded. We collected revenue and we exceeded our target. Mr. Speaker, with $5 billion United States dollars, surpassing our target that was set. Additionally, Mr. Speaker, revenue collection increased by 14.6% in 2025. This showed that now we have investor confidence into Sierra Leone, and not like it used to be in 2018. Mr. Speaker, our growth rate is rebounding. Our growth rate is rebounding. That is to say, we are improving using the concept of continuous improvement, ISO 9001, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, our strategic investment into roads, agriculture, energy is laying the foundation for sustainable prosperity and job creation in Sierra Leone. Mr. Speaker, our petroleum imports grew in 2025 by 56%. That can be referenced, Mr. Speaker, in paragraph 129. And that is to say, 250,000 metric tons is now our capability here in Sierra Leone. And we are allaying fears that as a government, we are doing very well. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, today, here in Sierra Leone, under the SLPP, we have tamed turbulence and turned adversity into what I would call, Mr. Speaker, as a resilient economy. And Mr. Speaker, before I conclude, may I also say, history is not going to judge, Mr. Speaker, the noise of resistance. History will remember the transformations, the successes that we have achieved as a party.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, Mr. Speaker, 1 more minute for me to conclude, Mr. Speaker, please. Mr. Speaker, as stated earlier, governance is delivery. And as a party, I want to authoritatively say we have delivered. Education is building and uplifting us.
Your time is up.
Energy is powering light, Mr. Speaker. Water is refreshing us. And thank you for the meeting.
Thank you very much. Honorable Mohammed Alfa Jallo.
Now listen to boss we get constituency.
Now listen. The brother just not get constituency. You know,
I want to start by thanking my leader, Honorable Abdul for thanking the president.
Sonny?
Mr. Speaker.
The mic. Wait.
They asked two mics.
These are public lectures. You can please wait. Yeah.
An engineer and lawyer. So.
Okay, as I was saying, I want to thank my leader, the Right Honorable Abdul for thanking the president on our behalf. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today, unlike any other day in the past, I bring you loads of disgruntledness from the people of Falaba and Koyonugu district. I bring you a great deal of disappointment, dissatisfaction, and discontent from the people of Falaba district and Koyonugu district, the twin districts of the north. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, do you know, are you interested in why we are disgruntled?
Yes.
Why we are disappointed?
Yes.
And why we are dissatisfied in Koyonugu and Falaba district?
Yes, we are interested.
We are disgruntled, we are dissatisfied, and we are disappointed because in paragraph 151, the president said, and I quote, "Our investment in roads and bridges are central to national transformation, central to reducing rural and urban disparities, boosting economic activities, and central to connecting Sierra Leoneans to opportunities and progress." Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this means that the president knows that good road network is the lifeline of every district and every locality. Yet, the president and his SLPP government sit by and let my beloved people of Kwenedugu district and Falaba district cut off from the rest of the country by failing to reconstruct the Makeni and Kabbalah road. I thank the honorable leader for pointing that out. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, from the words of the president, I ask, aren't the people of Falaba and Kwenedugu district part of the national transformation? Aren't the people of Falaba district and Kwenedugu district deserving of progress and opportunities? Then why is the government treating the people of Falaba district and Kwenedugu district with levity by not paying attention to the road that leads to those beloved districts? Despite the repeated calls, the numerous advocacies, and the ringing of alarm bells by stakeholders, activists, and social commentators.
I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain, bro.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, just last week, a passenger bus was carrying nearly 80 people to Kabbalah town, including women and children, including people who voted for the president in order for him to change their lives. Yet their lives was almost tragically ended because of the road that the president that they voted for failed to fix. He failed to give the required attention to that road, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, people used to travel at any time between Kabbalah and Makeni. But today, you will go to the Kabbalah Park in Makeni and you will not find a single vehicle traveling to Kabbalah. Because some of them, or most of them, are either in the garage or somewhere stuck in the road with their passengers. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, sadly, a trip that used to take just over an hour, now lasts for more than 4 long, arduous hours. It's a shame. It's a shame that this powerful government is presiding over this country when my people will be cut off from the rest of the country. It's painful, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, to say the least. Away from the roads, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it displeases me to inform this noble house that the people of Kwenedugu district and Falaba district are feeling neglected and abandoned by this government. And do you know why, Mr. Speaker, honorable members? Because back in 2018, when the president was first elected, he stood in this noble well and said, and I quote in paragraph 112 of his 2018 address, he said, and I quote, "My government will restore pipe-borne water in every district headquarter town." Today, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, 8 years on, those words spoken with conviction remain a source of lingering disappointment. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, do you know what is interesting about that promise? The Musaya Waterworks project, which was meant to supply pipe-borne water to the Kabbalah township and its environments, was almost 90% completed when President Bio took up office. To date, that remaining 10% remain elusive. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I used to hear that this government is a talk and do government. And so too, but to be honest, this is not talk and lie government. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, away from all of that, I want to make a humble plea. I want to make a humble plea to this government on behalf of my people. It's a noble request from the youth of Falaba district and Koyendogo districts. Because the president said in paragraph 19 of this year's address, he said he has secured funding of 105 million United States dollars for livestock development. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to appeal to the president, SO2. Do you have, Mr. President? Remember, say, Koyendogo and Falaba districts is the hometown, is the home of livestock in this country. So when we talk about livestock, we talk about Falaba district and Koyendogo district. Please remember that. You know, we used to have the Musaya compound livestock project in my home chiefdom, the Musaya chiefdom. Honestly, if we are serious as a country and as a people, we'll be able to develop that Musaya project, and we'll be able, through the Musaya project, to produce the milk that we drink, and the cheese that we eat, and the meat that we cook. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me hastily remind you that a significant number of Sierra Leoneans do drink tea and milk on a daily basis for breakfast. Therefore, we have a very huge market for milk. So it is on that note that I want to urge this government to prioritize the Musaya Compound Livestock Project. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, finally, I have a very burning and thorny issue that has been troubling me and many other Sierra Leoneans for far too long. I wish the Minister of Finance was here so that he will help us to answer this question, or these questions that follow. You know, in paragraph 201, the President said domestic revenue reached 14.6 billion new leones. And in paragraph 202, he said the overall fiscal performance improved with higher revenue and slightly lower spending. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, oftentimes we hear that the NRA exceeded its target. Just now, the Right Honorable Falatengbe was saying that. But more often, Mr. Speaker, we hear that MDAs say they have not received their allocations. We hear institutions say they have not received their subventions. And we hear schools say they have not received their subsidies. Yet, we know in Section 5 of each and every Appropriation Act, it states that, I quote, any balances remaining unissued at the end of December each year shall lapse and shall not be available for making any payment in the following year. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if I understand this section well of the Appropriation Acts, it is a use it or lose it clause, which means funds that are not transferred or issued at the end of each year cannot be used the following year. Now, my questions are, what is happening to all those allocations that are not sent to various MDAs by the end of each year? Are we constantly and with impunity every year violating the provisions of the Appropriation Act? Or are we rolling over those funds to the following FY? If the latter, if we are rolling over these funds to the following FY, I want to know, and the people of this country want to know, how are we accommodating that into the next budget? We need answers, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. We need clear answers, and we need correct answers. With this said, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to thank you all for your attention to these matters. Thank you very much, Honorable Mohammed Alpha Jallo. You spoke well within time. Honorable Musa Lahai. Honorable Musa Lahai, before you proceed, this house is stood down for 10 minutes. I'll be back soon.
You are not confused, Musa Lahai. Waiting on to phone, I ain't no more.
Najabi de Panja. Quinty, come on, baby, brother. Come on, no. Come on, okay. You see the